What's going on? It's Dalton here from the D&J Show. We are here at the beautiful and wonderful Road America for the SCCA June Sprints 2022. We got about 16, 17 cars, and we're looking forward to a great weekend here at Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin.
How's it going, and welcome back to the D&J Show. I'm here with Mark Cefalo, owner of Planet Miata. So Mark, we're winding up the weekend here at the June Sprints. How's Team Planet Miata doing this weekend?
So far so good. Our guys got through the Spec Miata races both Saturday and Sunday unscathed. They had a lot of fun. It was both their first time here at Road America, and they're already talking about coming back next year. Yesterday in T4, had a great back and forth battle with Michael Borden. Came out on top at the last lap. It's probably shaping up to be more the same this coming afternoon for our final race.
That's awesome, and I was going to ask you about this beautiful T4 build. I like it a lot. I like the livery on it.
We need to knock on wood.
Yeah,
well,
right.
Hopefully it remains that way afterwards.
Of course. So how are the T4 points going for you? Because I know you've been pushing for the end of the season and everything like that. Where are you standing?
I think we're very solidly in first place. We've kind of had an up and down season. Sebring, sixth place finish on Saturday. We won the next day in the rain. Went to Coda, won the Saturday race. We were slightly underweight the second race, so we got dinked a bunch of positions on that. And that was renting a car from Ben at Advance.
Of course.
And then finally, our car was ready for VIR. Worked out really well on Saturday, won. And unfortunately on Sunday got caught up in a real bad accident.
Oh, no.
Got turned in the upper S's. Most of the traffic avoided me. The car took a pretty hard hit down the right side.
Oh, jeez.
So 2 weeks later, we rushed to get the car ready for the next Super Tour, which is pit race.
Yeah.
Light turnout, but still one of our favorite tracks to go to. 2 wins there.
Awesome.
So, and then with the win yesterday, yeah, I mean we're definitely rock solid to get the national points for the Super Tour.
That's awesome. Good for you, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck in race number 2. So, tell the viewers a little bit about Planet Miata. Give yourself a little bit of a shout out here.
Sure. Planet Miata started almost 18 years ago. Started off with selling used parts for Mazda Miatas of all years. That evolved into selling new parts as well. Also, the car is obviously really popular in amateur sports car racing,
Sure.
as we all know. So it made sense to continue on building and supporting customers, both with trackside support, cars, parts for them. And it's quite interesting. The business was started as a side project to pay for my own racing.
Oh, really?
And it really took over a life of its own. And most days I do enjoy going to work.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad to see what it's grown into today, and you're one of the biggest ambassadors for the Spec Miata field, and we love it, and we love what you're doing for the class. So thanks for talking to us, Mark.
Definitely.
And good luck to you in the future, man.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome back to the June Sprints 2022 here at Road America. I am with the legendary team owner, Tom Fowler from OPM. Tom, tell me a little bit about OPM, how it started and what it is today, and all the national championships, and just tell me anything about it.
Well, it's been going on for about 20 years now. Started out with my racing myself. Had a street repair business, and people started bringing us cars saying, hey, can you make our car faster? And finally, about 10 years ago, we gave up on the street cars and just went racing because we really didn't need to make any money. We've won 3 national championships with Danny in STL. We've won the June Sprints many times with Ken Kennard and F Production. I ran World Challenge for a while. We've done showroom stock, we've done production cars, we've done spec Miata, STL, STU, a little bit of everything.
For those that don't know about Tom Fowler had an incredible run last year going into the runoffs, but had some unfortunate race results and a lot of bit of damage, I'd say. So Tommy, when are you getting back in the car?
We have secured a donor car and hope to have a T4 NC Mazda ready to go by next year, and hope to run the runoffs at VIR.
Sounds great. All right, this is Dalton from the D&J Show with Tom Fowler.
How's it going, and welcome back to the D&J Show. I'm here with multiple-time national champion Danny Stein. Danny, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing pretty well. I would feel a lot better if I had won the June Sprints in Spec Miata, but fourth was all I had, and I was thrilled actually to get fourth, and especially to run in that mix of really super talented drivers. Pretty thrilled with the fourth place.
That's awesome. Yeah, very good run for you, honestly. You're doing very good in the Spec Miata, and obviously very well in the STL. How many national champions do you have in the STL car?
3 SCCA national championships in STL.
That's fantastic. So, not only a road racer, Danny is, he also does a lot of off-road stuff. He does bikes, he does off-road cars, he does a lot of different other stuff. So, Danny, you ran the Baja 1000. Tell us a little bit about that. How was the experience? I bet it was honestly thrilling. What was it like?
It was pretty interesting because I was invited to join a 60-plus team 3 weeks before the event, and it had never crossed my mind that I would even do it. But the guy that invited me was Don Whittington, the motor racing legend. Used to own Road Atlanta. He won Le Mans. He was qualified in the front row of the Indy, and he's 75 years old.
Wow.
And he's still racing dirt bikes. And I said, damn, if he's going to do it, I bet there's no way I can refuse.
Honestly.
And I joined in literally 3 weeks before this, had no idea what I was getting into. I was awake for 50 straight hours.
Wow.
It's the longest I've ever stayed awake. It was one of the most exciting experiences of my life. And all I want to do is go back and do it. And I know it's not sensible at my age, but if there's 75-year-old guys doing it, and we actually finished on the podium.
Wow.
For the 60-plus class. So pretty thrilled about that. And it's, I did the Roof of Africa in my 20s in South Africa and did fairly well in that. And so I had some motocross and off-road experience back then, but I had a really bad accident in 1987 and ended up in a coma for 10 days.
Oh, no.
And that's kind of what put my motorbike or motocross racing career on hold. And I never got on a motorbike, on an off-road bike, until COVID. So there was a 33-year break.
Wow.
So in 2020, I got back on the bike again, and because the racetracks were closed, and so I couldn't go and race in cars, so I got a motorbike and went racing on motocross tracks. And yeah, so interesting how this has come full circle.
Right, of course. After 30 plus years of not being on a bike, he shows up, he puts it on the podium at the Baja 5. That just shows how much of a good all-around racer you are. So thank you, Danny. I appreciate you doing this interview. We wish you the best of luck in the STL race later today. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you,
You
guys.
have a good day.
And guys, make sure you follow their show and subscribe and like.
Thank you very much.
See you guys. Thanks. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
man.
Welcome back to the D&J Show here from the June Sprints 2022 here at Road America. I'm with the legendary Chris Haldeman from X Factor Racing. Chris, you had the winning motor today in today's race.
Yeah,
what do you got to say about that?
Travis Wiley and Connor Zillage, both engine customers of mine, put on a fantastic show racing in the front, and were able to cross the finish line at .005 gap. It was a great race.
So tell me a little bit about X Factor.
So X Factor Racing is it's based in Dallas, Texas. Most people know that. It started as me with one car quite a few years ago. I got frustrated. Grew up building engines and cars, so I got frustrated with availability and just decided to start my own program.
So you do a lot of motor work. I mean, you're doing anything from spec Miatas to Hondas to dirt track stuff, circle track stuff. I mean, like, what's your main and what do you want to do with that engine building program you got going on?
So the Mazda program right now is the bread and butter. My development program is moving LS packaged engines into dirt track. They're not widely accepted yet. We're working on that. Our prototype build has won 3 or 4 straight weekends, so it's doing very well. I just want a machine.
You hear that? That's Chris from X Factor Racing.
How's it going, and welcome back to the D&J Show. We're here wrapping up the weekend at the 2022 June Sprints. It was a good weekend for a lot of the team. We finished pretty decently. Me personally, I finished 13th in Sunday's SM race, and I finished 5th in STL on Saturday and 4th today. So unfortunately, a Saturday during the SM race, we had a pretty bad crash that scared a lot of us. It sent 3 drivers to the hospital, and unfortunately, one had to get flighted out. So we just hope and pray that all of those drivers involved are doing well and are going to make a full recovery. So that being said, it was a fantastic June Sprints, and we look forward to the next race, and we look forward to seeing you guys at the next race. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, and we'll see you next time.